Money allows us to acquire new things, experience new experiences, and also make more money. Needless to say, it's one of the most important things in nearly everyone's life, even if you're not someone who has a materialistic mindset. We all need money nowadays to actually survive, and we all know the internet has created millions of money-making opportunities. The hard part is figuring out what actually works. And this year will be the first year that I'll end up making more money online than at my 9-to-5 salary position. The reason making money online is so sought after is because first off, your results are limitless. And secondly, you are not required to have a degree, diploma, or anything of that sort. I learned most of my skills by teaching myself and staying up until 2 a.m. watching YouTube videos when I should have been studying. So let's talk about the 3 main things you should know if you want to make money online. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam, and you may spend 1/3 of your adult life at work. And when I heard that stat, it kind of scared the shit out of me. And it's possibly even one of the reasons I started this YouTube channel, because if I'm gonna work for 100,000 hours of my life, it better be on something that I enjoy. And if that sounds good to you as well, then the points in this video may help you out. The first way, and also the most well-known way, is by offering your services. This is a step up from working just down the street at your local market or whatever, where you're offering your services there. Instead, you're offering them online, which is much better because you can reach way more people. And you're now running your own business, which means you're the boss, and you also get to take advantage of tax write-offs and tax benefits, as well as have the possibility to make more money. And what that means is, creating a website and then offering your skills on there, and people can get in touch with you. But even if you don't know how to make a website and do any of that stuff, you can still get started making money online. Now, trading your time for money is never the long-term solution in my opinion, but it is by far the easiest way to get started making money online. And it's easier than ever because of websites like Fiverr, which I'll put up on the screen right now. If you don't know what it is, people put their skills up there and then people can hire them for, around $5, hence the name. The reason so many people use these platforms is because it's super easy. You don't have to have your own website or set up any of your own stuff. You just post your skill and people can hire you, like I was saying, so you don't have to deal with any of the transactions or any of that stuff, which is why it's easy to start. And personally, the first time I made money online was $5 when someone asked me to Photoshop Captain Jack Sparrow with Steve Buscemi. But after I did that first gig with the Photoshop thing, I realized that it might have kind of been worth it for only $5. It took me like 10 minutes, and that's when I learned what scalability was, because if I wanted to make a lot of money, I would have to put a lot of time into it. And as we mentioned, this is an easy way, an easy thing to set up to make money, and it's a good option, but it's not gonna help you in the long run, and if you wanna keep making money, you're gonna have to keep putting the work in. It's a legit way to make money online, and many people do it, but we're kind of missing out on this opportunity that the internet is giving us in the first place, which is reaching all these customers. And with this business model, we can reach a bunch of customers, but you can only work for so many of them. But the reason it's such a good option and many people start here is because the only requirements you have to have are a skill like Photoshop and a platform to sell on like your own website or even Fiverr. And remember, if you don't think you have any skills, you can become more valuable rapidly because of the internet nowadays, how many things you can learn. Everything I do to create my YouTube videos, from Photoshop to editing and special effects or whatever, it could all be learned within a couple days. Your skills determine your bills. And I don't know if people say that or if I just made it up, but either way, it's true. The word product covers a lot of things and can be anything from a couch you're selling online to a photo preset that makes you look extra pretty. The 2 types of products are digital and physical, and although there's a lot of money to be made in both sections, if you were gonna sell physical products, again, you'd be missing out on the potential that the internet gives us. And a great example of a digital product is Demo Creator, which is actually the sponsor of today's video. So Demo Creator is a video editor and screen recorder that pretty much tries to simplify everything when it comes to editing. And as we said, it's not just a video editor, it's also a screen recorder. So as you can see, we can choose how much of the screen we actually want to record, and you can also connect your webcam to it so you can record your face cam at the same time, and then you can go ahead and record whatever you want on your screen, and you can also draw on the screen as well. And after you finish that recording, the whole thing will get imported into the software where everything is combined already. And the great thing about this is you can actually change the size of your face cam afterwards. And talking about some of the features within the software, we have annotations, which are super helpful, and you just drag and drop them. You can drag and drop captions and put whatever text you want in them. You can add stickers and sticker animations to your video. As you can see, I put that one on the sun. And there's plenty of drag and drop transitions. As you can see, I use this flash one, which works perfectly with the animation sticker from before. And the software also has the green screen capability, which is super helpful. And finally, we have the cursor highlighting, which follows your mouse around with whatever effect you actually put on it. So if you guys want to check out Demo Creator for free, I'll leave a link in the description below. A great example that shows off the scalability of digital or online products is Meet Kevin's courses online. I'm pretty sure Kevin has like 5 or 6 online courses that he offers, and in a recent interview in a CNBC Make It video, he said he made $1 million in a month primarily from his courses. And that's not even his main job. Another example of something similar is Vanessa Lau and her Bossgram Academy course. She also made $1 million in her first month after launching, and she has half the amount of followers that Kevin does. Both their products are digital courses, so they're online, everything is downloadable or just on a web page that you can find. And if we took a step back and thought about what if these were actually physical products, there would be a lot more that they would have to deal with. First off, they'd probably make a lot less money because of profit margins, because you know, money has to go into manufacturing things and also shipping them out, plus a time investment of actually having to manage the products. Which brings us to the second reason the digital way of selling is much better. We all know what passive income is and how great of a system it is to have set up. I mean, none of us would say no to making money for doing nothing. There's many more digital products out there that are making passive income for people than there are physical products. Those $1 million months that we mentioned Kevin and Vanessa just had, those were mostly passive income because they created the course content at one time and then it just sells automatically. There's a market for millions of digital products online. It's not just courses, it can be things like apps or browser tools or even softwares. If you've ever visited my website, you'd see that I offer one-on-one YouTube coaching calls, and I also offer a moving to Vancouver guide. Even though the one-on-ones are a lot more lucrative than the guides are, I prefer the business model of the guides because I just made them once, I uploaded them, and they continue to sell over time. And I don't have to put more work into it every time I'm gonna make some money. So my challenge to you is that if you have a skill or knowledge about something people want to know more about, instead of actually trading that time for money, consider making a product instead of offering it as a service. It makes you think, since there's so much potential online for digital products to be sold, why aren't more people doing it? And a lot of people do it, but so many people don't. And that's usually because they just can't find success actually doing it, because it's not always super simple, which brings us to the final part of the equation of making money online. If you're enjoying the video so far, consider leaving it a like because it really does help out my channel and I appreciate it. Although people specifically is not a way to make money online, it's exactly how you go from making $0 or a couple $100s a month to a couple million potentially. You could make the best product in the world and list it for a great price on your website, and you still might not get any sales. And that's why every large company and even some small companies have a marketing team, because getting eyes on your product is just as important as how good the product actually is itself. If Meet Kevin didn't have the following or the subscribers or audience that he has, but he still created the same courses, he pretty much wouldn't be able to sell them. Even if they were 90% off, it would still be hard for him. And it's not because the product isn't good, it's because the people who are seeing the product don't have any reason to trust some random guy that says they can help them on the internet. I mean, how many Instagram ads have you had from guys telling you they'll teach you how to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in like an hour? And how many of them have you trusted? Probably 0. Kevin's able to make $1 million per month because he grew his audience by making free, useful content, which is the most natural form of marketing there is. And after watching his free stuff, you can learn that the guy knows what he's talking about. Even though I have nowhere near the amount of sales that Kevin does, this same marketing strategy, we'll call it, is the same type of thing that allowed me to make Vancouver guides and sell them passively. I've made videos about Vancouver, there's nothing scammy about it, I'm just sharing information because I live here and I know the knowledge. And then if people want to learn more, they can go to my website and actually buy the guides. My final example of this is if someone super famous, for example PewDiePie, made a hoodie that said Pewds on it, it would sell, no doubt. But if PewDiePie didn't exist and someone made a hoodie that said Pewds on it, like the same one, no one would buy it. And that sounds obvious, but it just goes to show that people will put money into something they know and something they like. Meaning the third part of the entire equation is building a following. The people who are most likely to buy your products and support you are those who like you and those who trust you. Create some value before actually trying to sell it. Guys, I've really enjoyed talking about business and money the last couple weeks on YouTube and just in life in general, so if there's any business topics you want me to cover in a video and go in depth on, be sure to leave that in the comments below. And of course, leave a like on this video if you want to help out my channel. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week.